Hi everyone, welcome to watergoddess tarot. So today we are looking into what you don't see coming. For that we have 3 images to choose from. I'll show you the close-ups as well. This is pile number 1, this is pile number 2, and this is pile number 3. You can pause the video, take your time and choose the image that you feel drawn to the most intuitively. Meanwhile, let's just begin with pile number 1. Hi pile number 1, welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out as to what you don't see coming. We have Legacy of Light, Pride, Beaver, Atman, and Envy. All right. Now pile number 1, what you don't see coming is a lot of energy work that you are going to do intentionally or unintentionally, okay? You have certain gifts. For some of you, you already are aware about your gifts, and for some of you, you're not aware about your gifts. And what you don't see coming is that your psychic gifts are coming to light basically, okay? These psychic gifts are passed down to you by your ancestors, okay? You had people in your lineage who were into the healing arts. And there are certain gifts that you have with yourself since the time you stepped on this planet, okay? So when you were born, you were actually born with these gifts. And now you're entering into that phase of your life where you are actually going to use these gifts. You are meant to enlighten yourself and enlighten the people around you. You are that kind of a person who is meant to shine bright, okay? You are meant to lead. You are meant to inspire people. It is a part of your life path. It's your soul purpose to do that. And now you are ready to carry that legacy forward, okay? There are very high chances that you were a light worker in your past life. With you, pile number 1, what you don't see coming is that your gifts are coming alive. Your clairs are getting activated. You are going to feel more sensitive in your body in the coming days. Okay? And I also see you gaining some kind of fame, some kind of recognition, regardless of your field of work. I mean, even if you are not a healer, even if you're not in the healing industry, wherever you are placed, okay, you are doing your bit. You are being a light worker over there, no matter what you do for a living. So now what's happening with you is that there's some kind of recognition that's in store for you, and you do not see that coming for yourself. Another thing that you don't see coming for yourself is a constant battle between your ego self and your higher self. See pile number 1, I'll be very honest with you. You are being blessed in a lot many ways, okay? Now what might happen is there are chances that you will not be able to contain such high vibrational energies if you're not grounded. And for you to make the most of what your ancestors are blessing you with, because this definitely is an ancestral blessing that's upon you, okay? I mean, this is definitely that. Your ancestors are playing a very big role in whatever is about to happen in your life. And it's something that's good only, okay? So do not doubt that. But what I'm trying to tell you is there's a lot that's happening on a spiritual level. There's a lot that's happening on an energetic level. There are a lot of upgrades that you're going through, okay? So for you to actually make sense of the upgrades that you're going through, it's important to keep yourself grounded. Otherwise, you won't be able to handle those energies, okay? And you might let your ego get the best of you. So what you don't see coming is a bit of a tiff between your ego and your higher self. And this tiff, this internal battle that you'll be going through, might reflect in the relationships that you have with the people around you. So it's very important for you to be mindful of the words that you're speaking, okay? It's very, very important. If you cannot say anything good to the people around you, it's better to kind of hold yourself back. It's better to take that pause before blasting out at someone. Otherwise, you're going to regret it. So here, there is a slight warning that's coming for you, pile number 1. Ground yourself. Why am I focusing so much on grounding? Is because if you will be grounded in your energies, the way you react to situations and people around you is going to be different as compared to you reacting out of your ego or out of the flighty energy that you might be in the coming days. Okay? What you don't see coming for yourself is a bit of comparison, okay? A bit of comparison, a bit of insecurity in your energies. Now see, this is not a difficult reading to understand, pile number 1. Why? Because you're definitely going to go through this battle between your ego and your higher self. When you will be operating from your ego, you will be lashing out at people. You will start belittling people. You will kind of get jealous of what other people have, or you might start comparing your journey to that of somebody else, or you might feel bad for somebody else's success. When this happens, if at all you go through this process, I'm not asking you to shut this off. Do not do that. Acknowledge it. Acknowledge your feelings, but understand where these feelings are coming from. And be aware enough to make yourself understand that this is not you. This is not the highest version of you that's making you feel these feelings, that's making you or pushing you towards having such thoughts. And take that energy back from your ego side and start feeding your higher self, okay? This might be sounding a bit complicated to you because I know that this is not a fancy reading, but I am telling you what I can see for you because I know that I'm speaking to someone who has some kind of spiritual experience. No matter how naive you are in the 3D world, you have an ancient soul. You have a wise soul, pile number 1. And even if you're not understanding fully what I'm trying to tell you right now, your soul is definitely getting what I'm trying to say. Okay? So you got to be very careful in the sense that it's a test that's happening for you basically in the coming days. What you don't see coming is a test. If you pass this test and feed into your higher self, you are going to be presented with an opportunity that's going to come from your ancestors, bringing you name, fame, abundance, respect, recognition, a leadership position, you being in authority, you being the number 1. But if you feed into your ego, you are going to feel that sense of lack. You're going to compare yourself with others. You're not going to feel good about yourself. You are going to spoil the friendship or the relationships that you have with the people around you. You're not going to be accommodating. You are going to be a loner in the sense that you're going to do your own harm. I don't know how else do I put it. I mean, you're going to create obstacles for yourself that you might not realize at this point of time, but after 20 days, all right, after 20 days specifically, that's when you're going to realize what you did and why you did certain things. And then there might come a point where you will have your regrets. So instead of regretting, why not be in an open energy? Why not be aware and understand that we all have ego? There's nobody who doesn't have ego, okay? And it's important to have ego. I am not against ego, or I am not, seeing ego in a very dark energy. To an extent, it's important, but operating out of your ego is a big no, because then it's going to lead to your downfall, and we don't want that for us, right? So what you don't see coming for yourself is a fight between the angel and the devil inside of you that you're going to have in the coming days, and it's your responsibility to feed your angelic side so that you end up being victorious. All right? So you might be presented with a lot of temptations that are low vibrational. And now that you are aware, if you make the right choice, whatever you're getting tempted by at this point of time, you're going to be blessed with something that's much bigger, much brighter, and for your highest good in the coming days. All right? The next 20 days from whenever you're watching this reading are very significant, because you're going to go through this push and pull, this internal battle, all right? Another thing that you don't see coming for yourself, pile number 1, is that there's a financial blessing that's upon you. Yes, this might come in the form of a promotion, a bonus, you making more money, getting more clients, getting the job of your dreams, whatever it is. There is some amount of money that you're receiving from somewhere. For some of you, you are receiving this money because of your sheer hard work, because of how much effort you've put in your field of work, okay? And this blessing is not just going to be for a day, for a week. It's something that might be upon you for years, okay? Because it's an ancestral blessing that's upon you. It's an ancestral blessing that's upon you. You should definitely say a thank you to your ancestors after this reading, because they're really supporting you and showing you the right path ahead. They are rooting for you. They are cheering for you big time, okay? What you don't see coming for yourself is that in the coming days, you are going to feel very charitable out of nowhere. Okay, you're going to feel very charitable out of nowhere, and you will look as to how can you, help the people, help the less privileged. You are going to just search for charities where you can donate money. You're going to help people with food, blankets, whatever. I mean, you might even donate something to an NGO. You might help an animal shelter. There's something that's going to ignite inside of you where you will feel the need to give back to the society. The last thing that I see for you, pile number 1, is that you are going to have some prophetic dreams in the coming days, okay? These dreams are going to be very, very powerful. They are going to show you the right path ahead. I mean, it's just going to be the way of the universe, where it's going to communicate with you. Your higher self is going to communicate with you, and you will be shown the path ahead, okay? I also see third eye chakra activations happening for you, and you are going to feel very inclined towards spirituality. Now, there's a shift that's happening in you. As and when the ego inside of you is going to shut down, it's going to, just crumble down, your higher self is going to take the lead. And that's when you will feel that urge to, be charitable towards people, do something for the world, and help people out. It's just going to come very naturally. You will have zero hidden agenda behind that, but you will certainly do something that's going to be of help to somebody around you, okay? There's going to be this beautiful connect with your higher self. I don't know why. For most of you, I feel your higher self is going to win over your ego. Okay, because I'm dealing with people who are aware. You are not that pile who doesn't know anything about spirituality or who doesn't know anything about their own selves. You are aware souls. But yes, we all are at the end of the day over here learning our lessons. None of us are perfect, and that's completely fine. We all falter from time to time. Nobody's perfect. Nobody knows the trick. Nobody has it all sorted out. We are all learning and we are all evolving, and so are you. You're a part of me. I'm a part of you. We are a team together, right? And that's what's happening with you. You are just figuring yourself out. And once, pile number one, your higher self takes the reins of your life, okay, that's when you're going to feel at peace. That's when you're going to feel extremely contented with whatever you have, with however your life is going on. Because in the coming days, your faith in the universe, your faith in the higher power, your faith in God, in your spirit guides, your spirit team, whatever or whoever you believe in, that faith is going to just become so strong, pile number one, that it's going to be impossible to throw you off balance. You're going to become that powerful. You anyway are a very, very powerful spirit. It's just that you don't realize your own potential. But I can definitely see as to how powerful you are. There are definitely some blocks that are on the way, and I do see you kind of, kicking all the obstacles and just emerging out as your highest self, living your best life, being in your element, being true to who you are, and you just shining your light by being 100% authentic. And that is something that you don't see coming for yourself. Alright, so you're just basically shedding your layers, getting rid of everything that doesn't serve you, so that you can operate at a high frequency and just become your best version. So it's a very energetic kind of a thing that you are going to experience in the upcoming days, where your emotions might be very overwhelming from time to time. You might have difficulty in kind of feeling grounded, at peace, at ease, but then I think in the end, it's all going to be good. You're going to come out of it with not just flying colors, but with a very beautiful yellow, golden kind of an aura as well. All right, so there's this huge energetic upgrade that you are going through, pile number one. Okay, so that's what I have for you here. If you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi, pal number 2, welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out as to what you don't see coming. We have She Loves, but I would like to cover this card. All right, I have to cover the image. Okay, here we have a relationship change, the thinking man upright, and prana upright. Okay, now pile number 2. What you don't see coming for yourself is a lot of self-love. There is a lot of self-love that you are welcoming into your life. And this self-love is going to come because you have been working on yourself diligently. Okay? I don't know why, and I don't know who needs to hear this, and I'm having some kind of a block in my throat while giving this message, but I just want to say that I'm proud of you. Okay, I don't know who needs to hear this, but I am proud of you. Maybe you have been very unfair with your own self, pile number 2. You have always encouraged people, you've always given out love, but maybe you've never received the same energy back into your life. This is a very, very sensitive pile. Whosoever has chosen pile number 2, you have a heart of gold, let me tell you that. But you've had the worst heartbreaks. Your friends have always disappointed you. You have kind of suffered a lot, especially emotionally. And you've also experienced how it feels to not feel at home with your own self. Okay? But now this is changing. You are becoming more gentle with yourself. Okay? You are going through a lot of purging right now, or you are going to go through in the coming days. What you don't see coming for yourself is a lot of heart chakra healing. Okay? Some of the magic is happening behind the scenes, and it's going to be magical, more magical, when you will actually see the results of the efforts that you have been putting consciously. Because I know that you are that pile who has been working diligently towards loving yourself more, appreciating yourself more, speaking words of affirmations, loving your body, loving your entire being for that matter. What you don't see coming for yourself is heart chakra healing, because you are finally forgiving people from your past. You are forgiving everyone that has wronged you. You are doing that not because you have a very big heart. You are doing that so that you can move on in life. And because of this shift, because of this change, you are getting that nudge to forgive even yourself. Because you might have done something that you're guilty of, or there might have been certain situations where you lost your moral compass, or you were not very proud of whatever you did. Okay, everyone's story is going to be different, but it's something around you feeling guilty. And this is changing. This is shifting, pile number 2. It's a huge shift. You might get the urge to cry a lot. And if at all you do that, understand that it's going to be very healing. It's going to be very, very therapeutic. So do it. Cry. Do not hold yourself back. If you get that urge, cry as much as you want to cry. Okay? What you don't see coming for yourself is that there's a change that's happening in the way you look. And for a lot of you, it's a physical glow up. So as and when your heart chakra is going to get healed, the effect of it is going to reflect on your physical body, on your face. You're going to glow more. You're going to look very, very tempting, magnetic, perfect. I don't know how else do I put it. You are going to have such a strong auric field around you, pile number 2, that whenever you're going to go to a particular place, or even if you are going to the mall, you will notice that people are kind of staring at you. They're looking at you more than usual. Okay? And that's because there's a huge energetic shift that's taking place because of the conscious efforts that you've been making towards your healing journey. Okay? Your face is going to glow a lot. You're going to have beautiful hair, beautiful skin. If you have shifted to a particular skincare routine lately, it's going to show its results. Okay? You're going to see the difference. If you've been working out, it's going to show. If you have been trying to lose weight, gain weight, or if you have been on a healthy diet, it's all going to show on the outside as well as on the inside. Okay? Now the next thing that you don't see coming for yourself, pile number 2, this is going to fit differently when it comes to each one of you. If you are single, you are going to enter into a new relationship very soon. This might happen in the next 2 months. Okay? 2 months from whenever you're watching this reading, you might come in a committed relationship with someone. If you are already in a relationship, then either your relationship is going to end for the better, or you and your person are going to take a leap of faith, and your connection, your relationship is going to get even more strong, okay? So if you are in a commitment, you might get engaged. If you're engaged, you might get married in the next 2 months. The timeline is same for everyone. It's just that the scenarios are different, okay? If you are in a situationship, then too the story is same, that you might either end the connection forever within these 2 months, or the connection that you're sharing with the person that you're in a situationship with might just get more grounded, okay? So there is a change that's happening in the dynamic of the relationships that you share with the people around you. And this is not just romantic. I just gave you the examples around romance, but this is inclusive of the relationship that you share with your parents, your siblings, your friends, your co-workers, anybody for that matter, okay? Some people are going to exit your life forever, and some people are going to stay in your life forever. You might welcome somebody extremely new, exclusively new, whom you don't even know, in your life within 2 months from whenever you're watching this reading. What you don't see coming for yourself is a mentor. Pile number 2. Yes, there is a mentor, there is a teacher that's entering into your life. This person might already be present in your life, but you do not take them as your mentor. But in the upcoming days, you are going to have this realization that this is your go-to person for everything that you're dealing with in your life. And this particular person is basically going to have a solution to all your problems as well. So how will you recognize them? This is one of the ways that you can recognize this person, that when you will talk to them or when you will go to them with your problem, you will always come back feeling better about yourself and the situation that you're in, okay? And this person will always show you a different perspective. They will always push you towards taking the higher road in life, and will actually be very unbiased, okay? No filters, nothing. This person is coming into your life in the form of a guide, and they will do their job pretty well, okay? If you are on the lookout for a man, especially romantically, pile number 2, then I do see someone entering into your life, definitely, who is a spiritual match to you. So this is going to be a spiritual connection, a spiritual union, and you are going to feel it in your spirit, okay? You're going to feel it in your energies. But whosoever this person is, they are very intelligent, very mature, very wise, and you should definitely listen to them. Be it your lover, be it your mentor. But there is this masculine energy that's present in your auric field that's going to kind of push you towards you becoming a better version of yourself. And yes, pile number 2, if you have been kind of going through a phase of darkness, if you have been in a limbo, if you have been feeling dark lately, then I just got to tell you that, you are going through a transition. There's a transformation that's taking place. Some of you are going through a spiritual awakening, and it's just about to end, okay? Now, life is not going to get magical overnight, okay? When this spiritual awakening ends, it'll still take a couple of months for you to have that new beginning that you're anticipating. For some of you, you already have crossed that phase of you going through an awakening, and you are in the middle of that transition, from you being in between the dark and the light. And it's just a matter of couple of days, and you are going to have your new beginning, okay? I definitely see this very, very strongly for you, pile number 2, that you are going to have a new beginning in your life. Again, I would say the next 2 months are very, very significant and very, very transformational for you whenever you're watching this reading. 2 months from now are going to be transformational. You are going to be a different person altogether. Whatever you're doing right now, whoever you're associated with at this point of time, whatever your personality is, I mean, there is going to be such a drastic change in not just your personality, not just your aura, but your circumstances. For some of you, you might even relocate, you might move, you might travel, you might change your career, change your jobs. I mean, whatever shift is going to happen, it's going to be a huge shift. It's not going to be something that cannot be sensed. It's something that is going to be more than visible in your 3D reality, okay? So what you don't see coming for yourself is a lot of change. There's a lot of change that's in store for you, and you are being advised to surrender, to accept that change, because everything that's happening right now, or that's happening within the 2 months from now, is for your highest good. It's going to take you towards your best life, okay? For some of you, winter is going to be very significant, and for some of you, spring is going to be very, very significant, okay? So yes, there is a lot of transformation that's there in store for you, yeah, pile number 2. And this is what I have for you right now. So if you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya! Hi, pile number 3. Welcome to your reading. So let's just figure out as to what you don't see coming. For you, we have falling, completion, rabbit, swadhisthana upright, and door to spirit upright. Okay. Now pile number 3, what you don't see coming for yourself is that you're falling in love, okay? You are falling in love. This could be you falling in love with yourself. This could be you scared to fall in love with somebody else. But there's nothing that can stop you from falling in love. And that's because it's being timed by the divine. It's being done by the universe. And the next 14 days are going to be very, very significant for you. The number 14 is very significant for you. Okay, so this could be either this love thing knocking at your door within 14 days, or there's something significant that's going to happen in your love life within 14 weeks from whenever you're watching this reading, okay? So it's almost around 3.5 months from whenever you're watching this reading, okay? 222 is also going to be very significant for you, because when I took a pause and I looked into the camera, it was 222. So 222 is going to be very significant for you to figure out your person, or for you to understand that you are very close to the timeline when you are going to fall in love. Because you know what? I think you're going to resist this change. I think you do not want to fall in love, or you're scared to fall in love. There's some kind of resistance that's coming from you. Maybe you've been hurt in the past a lot and you do not want to repeat the same cycle again. But regardless of how you feel, pile number 3, I just feel that the universe is taking the charge of your life and is kind of doing what the universe thinks is right for you, okay? What you don't see coming for yourself is that you will be forced to surrender. And this surrender is going to happen for your highest good. So if you are that kind of a person who's scared of change, do not be, because change is inevitable. It is going to come your way, pile number 3. And there is this huge cycle that you're completing. Your energy is a bit similar to that of pile number 2, but it's just in this zone of you both completing a cycle. Otherwise, the energies are completely different. So if at all you were drawn to pile number 2, you might have some message over there. But for the most part, I think you're good over here only. People should watch pile number 2. I mean, only those people should watch pile number 2 who were confused between 2 and 3. Otherwise, you're good here, because the rest of the messages that I can see for you are very different from that of pile number 2. Okay? So yes, what you don't see for yourself is that you're completing a cycle. And you're going to put an end to a lot of things in the coming days. You might not expect that in the moment right now, but you're going to end a lot of friendships. You're going to end a lot of relationships. You're going to remove a lot many people, a lot many habits. You're also going to get away with your old clothes. I see you shopping for yourself. I see you changing your wardrobe. I see you just going for a new skincare routine. I mean, from basic to something that is very, very important. You are going to create this entire shift in your life yourself. And it's the universe that's going to push you to do that. Okay, so even if you are very relaxed where you're right now, you're not going to be so relaxed in the coming days. And you are going to be put in situations where you will have to take a stand for yourself. You will be put in situations where you will have to choose your self-respect over everything else. Okay? And when the universe is making you go through certain changes that you don't want to go through, that are very uncomfortable for your heart, for your spirit, you're being advised to simply surrender if you really want to experience the best of what's there in store for you. Because the more you're going to fight it, the more you're going to attract it into your life. So there's no point, because there are certain things that need to leave your life, and they will. This includes people, situations, places, habits, clothes, your routine, just your old self, everything for that matter. Okay? What you don't see coming for yourself is that your speech is going to be very, very significant. The words you think and the words you speak are going to become your reality. Okay? And let me tell you, pile number 3, there's a warning that I have for you right now, and that warning is around your thoughts. Because there are chances that when you will be going through these uncomfortable changes, you will start feeling scared, and you might, just start expecting the worst case scenario for yourself. And in this case, if you are going to expect something that is horrendous, then you are going to attract that same energy into your life. And you're not supposed to do that, because you're going to be in such strong and beautiful energies in the coming days that whatever you say, it is going to come true. Okay? So if you're going to just say that I don't have money, I'm so poor, and every time people leave me, I'm the one who's to be blamed and stuff like that, the universe is just going to reflect the same. Okay? It's just going to show you the mirror, and then you're not going to like it. So rather than being pessimistic about whatever is happening, rather than, and it's very normal. See, it happens to the best of us. When we are not emotionally stable, when we are not grounded, we often end up cursing our situations. We often end up whining and crying about why we are going through certain things, that, I am so poor, I'm looking fat, my skin is looking like that, I'm aging and stuff like that, my hair's falling, even though we might be at our best, but it's just that we're never satisfied. So maybe you say that, what, I am that kind of a person who can never save money. I have zero savings and stuff like that. So even if you have any amount of money, it's just going to go somewhere. That's why again and again, I just want to tell you one thing. Your thoughts and your speech is going to be very powerful, and you're going to manifest the most of whatever you're thinking, whatever you're speaking. So the upcoming days, pile number 3, can become your best days if you choose mindfulness, if you bring mindfulness into your everyday life. Why not speak what you want in your life? Why not be grateful for what you already have in your life? Why not just say that, I am the first millionaire in my family, or I'm looking my best, I'm aging like fine wine. And you can just say anything, that I am getting my lucky break, this job is mine, I'm getting a call from this company on XYZ date and they are hiring me, I am cracking this competitive exam. Why not think such thoughts? Why not speak and make this your reality? Because you are going to attract what you think, what you speak. I don't know how else do I motivate you to focus more on positive thinking, on being mindful of what's coming out of your mouth, because this is the max that I can do right now. And you are a very smart and a mature energy. And for most of you, pile number 3, as always, I am again going to be a bit biased with you. I am in love with your energy, okay? But it's just that you might go through an emotional roller coaster because you are going through some spiritual shifts that cannot be avoided. You have to go through these difficulties. And it's not something that's very huge and soul crashing. No, it's not earth shattering. It's just that it's a bit uncomfortable, or it's going to feel a bit uncomfortable on an emotional level, because the debris is getting cleared from your energetic system, and clearance has to happen so that you can welcome new energy into your life. And you're just going through this transition, you're just going through this phase, okay? What you don't see coming for yourself is money. Trust me when I say you are getting a lot of money, and that's because your Venus is very strong at this point of time. There's someone who's watching this reading whose Venus is, it's just a 10 on 10. You are welcoming a lot of luxuries into your life. You're going to have a very luxurious lifestyle in the coming days. You cannot see it for yourself at this point of time, but I am telling you, you're going to look your best. When I say glow up, physical glow up, you are the best example that I can show the world of someone who's gone through a physical glow up. You are that person. You're going to be that person, pile number 3. Because the way that you're going to look, I just, took a deep breath while I was giving my message. And this gives me an indication that you're going to take the breath away of people who are going to look at you. You're going to look so mesmerizing, so beautiful, so handsome, so good looking, okay? You're going to attract a lot of attention. What you don't see coming for yourself is that you are going to be at your best when it comes to the divine feminine energy, when it comes to the Shakti within you, when it comes to, just everything, the beauty, the grace, your intuition, goddess-like energy, regardless of your gender. Again, pile number 3. I cannot even tell you as to what kind of beauty you're manifesting for yourself. You are going to fall in love with yourself like never before. Never before, as in, I mean, I feel you are the culmination of pile number 1 and 2, because your energies are beautiful. Beautiful as in, you're going to show the world what manifestation is all about. You are going to come in this energy where you're going to use both your hard work and your manifestation skills, and you are going to build an empire for yourself. You are going to make all your dreams come true by using spirituality and your hard work. Okay, so it's going to be a co-creation that's going to take place. You are going to put in the efforts, and the universe is going to put in their side of efforts. Okay, and it's going to be magical. It's going to be magical. What you don't see coming for yourself is a lot of freebies. People are going to give you things for free. I don't know why, but yes, maybe it's your aura, maybe it's your magnetism, maybe it's you, maybe you're in the limelight, okay, maybe you have an audience to you. Whatever the case be, even if you are far away from you having an audience, you might just, experience that someone's giving you a free coffee, or someone's just, paying for your coffee for that matter. I don't know how these freebies are going to come to you, but there's something around you getting gifts from people or getting freebies from people. Okay, the world is going to kind of pamper you. You're going to pamper yourself. You are going to shop for yourself for sure. You're going to shop for yourself. You are going to plan luxury trips for yourself. For some of you, you might just book a spa date with yourself, or you might get a makeover, you might get a haircut done or a hair color done. There's something about body massage too that I can sense. I mean, you are going to embrace your divine feminine energy, and you're going to shine your light so brightly out into the universe that it's just going to reflect back. And when it reflects back, pile number 3, nobody can stop you from shining. Okay, you are going to be the number 1 at whatever you do, and you are going to attract a lot of attention. Your creativity is going to be at its peak. So if you're a creator, if your work demands creativity, if your work demands you using your creativity to create something, it's going to blow out. It's going to be magical. You're going to impress a lot of people. If you have a social media account, your following, your subscriber count is going to shoot up. If you are a content creator, your videos are going to blow out. Whatever you do, you are going to shine brightly in your community, at least in your community, okay? You might even reach people all over the world, but there's some kind of recognition that's for sure there for you. It's coming and you don't see it coming. Okay? I mean, you're not anticipating that. You might have been kind of praying for it to happen for a very long time, and then now you feel like giving up because things are not working out. But no, my love, that's fine. The tables are going to turn pretty soon, and you have no idea about that, okay? I always talk the most in your pile, and I always feel so excited when I'm reading for pile number 3. I don't know why. It happens in every video that I'm very excited when I'm talking to pile number 3. I don't know whose energy I kind of catch up on, but whatever it is, your energy is good, pile number 3. It's very, very good. It's very it's very passionate, charged up, and very happy-go-lucky, yet very grounded at the same time. Okay? What you don't see coming, pile number 3, is you going through a spiritual ascension. You might have an encounter with a spirit guide of yours or with your angels. This could happen via dreams. This could happen when you are taking a walk, when you are in your own energy. You're going to have this experience when you are alone, either when you're alone or when you're sleeping, okay? And spirit is going to give you some kind of message in your dreams or when you're alone. This message is going to blow your mind because, it's going to give you goosebumps. It's definitely going to give you goosebumps. And I can just picture you right now feeling very euphoric and a bit taken aback at the same time, because it's going to happen for the first time in the way that it's going to happen, okay? You might already be very well connected to the spirit world, but you have not had this kind of an experience before. So it's going to be something that's very new, and you're going to feel your heart's going to be full, is what I can channel right now, okay? If you are someone who's already into the spiritual practices, if you are a spiritual teacher, healer, your gifts are going to be at an all-time high, and there are new powers that you're being blessed with, okay? So whatever modality you practice right now, there's a lot more to you that you're going to discover in the coming days, and you don't see this for yourself. Your predictions are going to blow people's mind, because the kind of information that you're going to give is going to be so intricate, it's going to be so damn personal, that you are not just going to surprise people, but your client base is going to shoot up like never before, pile number 3, okay? And I think that regardless of the field of work that you're in, pile number 3, the spirit world is going to work through you. God, the spirit world, guides, ancestors, angels, they are going to use you to kind of help people out in some way. I don't know how it's going to pan out, because it's going to be different for each one of you, but know that there's something that you're going to do in the coming days where you are that person who is being chosen by the higher realms, because those energies, the high vibrational energies, the godlike energies, they want to work with you. They want to use you as a vessel over here. They want to use you as a medium. Understand? Because for some of you, your career too is changing. You might quit your job and just go for a spiritual career. Or if you already are in this career, you might all of a sudden feel even more devoted towards your spiritual practices. I don't know how it's going to pan out, because again, it's going to be very, very different for each one of you. But pile number 3, your energies are amazing, and there is a huge shift that's going to happen in your career within the next 30 days. There's a huge shift that's going to happen between the connection that you have with the spirit world within the next 30 days. So the encounter that I was talking about between you and your spirit guides, or anyone from the spirit world for that matter, that's going to happen within the next 30 days. So just have a dream journal, note down your dreams, because sometimes it's very subtle, okay? Sometimes it's very subtle and you might just miss out. And these guides can even come in the form of a human being. I don't know why I'm getting this message that, someone old. I can just envision an old woman right now. She might come to you and ask you for food, okay? Ask you for food. And I want you to not say a no to her, okay? Give whatever you can give. I don't know why I'm getting that. She's not going to ask you for money. She might ask you for food. She might ask you for some help. And you are being told here to do that, to get her. If she wants some kind of groceries, help her out with that. Just get her some rice or whatever you feel like. Whatever you feel like in that moment, or whatever she asks you for, help her in that way, because that's not a human that's going to have that interaction with you. That's somebody from the spirit world. I'm having goosebumps while giving this message. It's going to happen with at least one person who's watching pile number 3. And if at all this happens with you, please come over here and leave me a comment if and when this happens, okay? So yes, this is what I have for you, pile number 3. If you liked your reading, please like, share, comment, subscribe. Turn the notification bell on so that whenever I post next, you get notified. If you'd like to book a private reading with me, you can do that via Instagram and email. The details for both is in my description box below. I'll catch up with you in the next reading. See ya!